Now on this video, I'm trying to show how we repaired Strega, the outboard wing. This model belonged to Rich Jacobone. This is the outboard wing. He flies backwards. And Dave Midgley, Ken Ticer, among other people, and Dave kind of led the parade here to get this plane put back together so it would be still flyable the next day or even at the end of this day. We did a little team effort here. We took a little break for lunch somewhere in this video. But one of the things that I try to tell people, there are golden rules for doing this kind of work. It's really a three-step process. You've got to get the structure first, totally irrelevant of everything else. You got to get the pieces held in place somehow. Then after everything's held in place, you've got to fine-tune or correct any alignment. And once you have the alignment done, I'm going to show how to do that with two big giant blocks of wood or aluminum strips or whatever. It's a three-step process. Once that's all correct, then you can go about taking care of the cosmetic part of it, which is always the easiest. Now, the other thing is, and I've said this over and over and over, if you experience any crash at all, or in this case a damage, get all the pieces. You'd be amazed how long it takes to make one little postage stamp part. If you lose it or don't get it and it blows away out at the field, soon as you have an accident, make sure you get a garbage bag or some box, get all the pieces. So let's see how Dave did on this repair. He actually did pretty good. No big deal at all.
I don't understand how I wound up missing that piece.
It may still be out there.
I looked.
No,
it's
you
not
looked.
there.
You looked?
All that.
There's a piece missing here too.
Well, like I said, I got to feed Karen. I'll come back in here and fix it. What you do with this, yeah, let me see how much wood is back there. You just make an angle cut and an angle cut and put a brand new piece of wood in there. Whatever rib you need here. I'm sure there's some Strega ribs around. I bet there's 8 million of them over in manufacturing.
Alright, if you look at this, right down on it, you should see this is up a little bit. Can you see it? Okay, that's what's.
Let me feed Karen and I'll come back in here and work on this for you.
Go.
See whatever. The easiest way to do this too, John, is just tape everything with Scotch tape
You're right, and then glue it.
and get the glue from the inside.
Yeah.
Let's see how it's going, Rich.
A lot of material missing. Turned to sawdust.
Well, we're trying to do this, get the alignment with two blocks. There's a lot of pieces missing. That's what's making this difficult.
And go to this new speed, so you don't want to be roller coastering chasing the airspeed people, which is easy to do.
Good. Yeah.
Now, you don't have to get it as fancy as you think you do,
No. Yeah.
but you want the alignment.
And I've got it.
Right.
I've got it there. Now let me get in here because I can see it from here. Do you have any of that gap fill and shit?
Yep.
'Cause if you got that gap fill and stuff, we can
Yep.
do a really
Yep.
nice
We're gonna
job
fill it with
right in
Aeropoxy
there.
Light. Don't worry about it. When you put that out in the sun,
Well,
half
give
an
me
hour to
that.
be dry.
Give me whatever you want because I'll buy a Q-tip.
I don't know where John keeps Q-tips.
Right here, Dave.
There.
Thanks, Ken.
So you just want to make sure that from the front, you're not making a Corsair.
Or a Stuka.
Or, oh God forbid, a plane with dihedral. Yeah, just get that in there.
This is fine.
Yeah, there's
That's
a bunch of them.
zipping around in there. Just
Oh yeah, you ought to see at night when they all bring.
That's nice.
You can't step.
now, Rich. If we can
take
switch,
off. Okay, Dennis. Nice to see you.
if we can switch sides, Rich, I can look at it. Let me just spin around because I can look at.
You can look in the other side
I
now.
can look in the other side and do the same thing.
Got it, Rich.
All right. You didn't want that gold leaf, did you?
Take the coffee away from me.
No, it wasn't coming out and I was squeezing it hard.
He's a racehorse. Now what he's doing, that's the way to get that in there.
There, that's good. We got a nice fillet of that slow drying stuff in there.
Gonna put a fillet of air epoxy.
I don't know if you need it. I mean, that's.
No, you don't need it yet. You're pretty
that's
solid,
on there
right?
pretty good.
Okay. Just throw some kicker in there before we pick it back up and do
Let's
the
get the
trailing
kicker.
edge. Now, anytime you're repairing the outboard wingtip, it doesn't matter how heavy you make it. You can put all kind of epoxy, filler, air epoxy light, whatever you want out there. And of course, Midgley knows that. Rich flies backward, left-handed, so we were able to put as much weight as we want in the outboard tip.
That's pretty good.
Now, while you got it hanging there, the side
What I
I
would
made.
do now is I would slice. I'd give myself a nice.
not. You're ahead of yourself.
Well, we
you
gotta
want to
come
join
in-
this. Here's what you want to join
Oh.
right here. And then you want to check the alignment with those blocks. Trust me, I've done this before.
All right.
The cosmetic stuff will be so easy, you just will not believe it. Remember, structure, alignment, cosmetic. Don't get the horse ahead of the cart. You just do the same thing with the blocks. Even if it's off a little, remember, he flies backwards anyway.
Oh, I see what we're doing. All right. Never mind. Okay, that's not even glued.
No, the back piece is only glued on one side,
All right.
because,
Yeah.
okay,
All right,
follow
You
that.
can back me up. It's got to go that way. Okay.
You back them up with the block and push it from this side.
Yeah, it's got it. You're gonna find out. I want to be.
And then if it all lines up, when you
I
take the
wanna be
blocks
right there.
away,
Rich, leading edge of the flap, right?
I'm on the trailing edge of the wing.
Okay.
you need the glue, or
Yeah, I need. All right, Kent. It's gotta.
tell me when you need the
Hold
glue.
on. Something's weird. It's got to go to you a bit, but
it
the
needs,
tape.
it needs to pull down too, don't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about filling the gap. You just need to get the
No.
alignment
It
good.
wants to pull down, so we. It wants to pull down like that.
Pete, how many pieces of that 16th balsa? Make it like this.
That's about.
just
oh
leave the
yeah.
flaps
Put the
neutral
wedge.
for now.
Put the wedge
Small
right in there.
piece, just a
Little
weight
teeny
down.
piece, Peter.
That's a little over 16.
That's way too much.
How's that?
No.
No, thinner.
Wait a minute. This is just see.
This too thin?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we got it.
maybe not.
Pete.
You got it? No,
What
we
do you
can
think,
fold that
David?
in half.
Pete's
What do you
got
think?
it. Pete's got it.
Is that too much?
That's too much. We got it.
You had a good idea there, Ken. Put that shim in there.
There we are.
With that shim in there, you're in good shape.
How's that?
That's about right. Well, what's it look like on the other side?
Of course, it's a big help if you can get a couple friends to help you out, especially if they're good at doing this kind of work. Midgley's excellent. Witness protection calling Mr. Tyser.
You all set?
It's okay even if you just get it tacked. And once it's tacked, then you can break it and move it around. But if it's not tacked, you're building a bridge out in midair. Hey, Pete.
How you doing, buddy?
That actually looks pretty good. Just make it ever so slightly oversized and use the part itself to trace your new.
Yep. I need to put a bevel on this.
Sanding block? Now all throughout the repair, you need the parts. And every time you're missing a part and you have to recreate it, it just makes the job take longer than it should and makes it more difficult than it has to be. And when you make that cut, it's nice if you can get a brand new blade in there.
We can get a brand new blade.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, that's the time you want to use a brand new blade.
There should be a new one right there, Peter.
Yep. Now looking back over many, many years of modeling, I can remember people that would have this kind of an accident, something similar, and run over and just destroy the plane or step on it or put it in a trash bag or whatever. And then an hour later realize I could have fixed it. And you think of how many hours it takes to build a plane, and this is probably just a couple hours with a couple of your friends and doing the cosmetic work at the very end. That little piece of skin that was on the table was very cute.
That's gonna require some surgery.
Yeah, you need a piece of plywood in there.
Up by the horn?
Yeah.
Yeah, the horn is problem windy.
Yeah.
Well, the hinges aren't in yet. So,
The whole flap comes off.
yeah, the whole flap is coming
Except for the
off.
one you just glued in.
You glued this one in?
I hope not.
No.
It's windy.
Yeah.
Here, what you can do,
Yeah, I got a little piece of plywood.
you can clean this up. We can clean this up and get that ready and build the little box for that.
Yep, good idea.
And here's the piece that goes in. So that goes toward the front, so it goes that way.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you guys build that. There you go.
This might be too thick.
Just make it like a cork in a bottle, and then we'll sand it back down flat. Now, whatever gap you still have, just sand it and put thin CA in. Sand it and put thin CA in. It'll be stronger than when it was brand new.
I think we can get by without making a rib for it.
All right, let's get it.
You could leave one rib out of there, who
Yeah,
cares?
because something like that.
Yeah, it's,
It's probably stronger than it was to begin with.
oh, I'm sure it is. You don't have to have every rib in there. Just
No.
leave one out.
Okay.
And put the tape on the inside. Put some heavy tape on the inside, flip it, and then just put a patch on that side. He must have a Brodak decal here, a Rojet or something. A Datavio flooring decal. Now I know after this repair was pretty much finished, the plane was just the way it was, except for the cosmetics part of it, which Rich obviously did back at home with all the touch-up paint and everything. But a crack like this, and I think what happened, if I remember right, Rich flew into the posts that they have at the end of at the edge of the circle. But anyway, when you look at that, and I feel so bad that some people have either thrown away or just stepped on a model that could have been repaired. And I always think one of the things possible, you can repair a model and don't do the cosmetic work, just use it for a practice model, or if you have a new guy in a club or a new friend, give it to him. I've done that many times, by the way. Many of the models that I've given away have gone on to live a long, long life. And then over the winter, you can do the cosmetic work. Now, in other words, another thing I wanted to mention, that it's a good idea to always have some clear packaging tape with you. On a repair like this, clear packaging tape to get you through the day or the contest or the afternoon or whatever, that hole could just be covered with, and Scotch heavy-duty packaging tape is the tape of choice. It's like, and it's a lot stronger than Monocoat, I think. Anyway, and a lot of these planes, this is one, went on to fly after a very, very good repair. And before I end the video, this is just one of the models that I repaired back to like new. This was very difficult, by the way. But the plane had two lives. The life after this repair was done, it actually was crashed the second time about a year later. But in between there, I had a lot of good flights on it and used it to do a lot of development work, and it gave me some practice doing the cosmetic work. Anyway, I hope there's been some useful information on this video. I want to thank Ray Dory and Len Burrell for donating the footage and the pictures on this video. And all the planes that have been repaired and gone on to a long, sweet life, I'm impressed every time. And a special thanks to all the guys that have supported our channel over the years. And all I can say, guys, is thanks so much for watching.